Hi. This is Lily. Welcome to Afbackup, the smart auto file backup solution. Today, I will give you a brief introduction to how tasks gets automatically executed in Afbackup. In the following section, I will discuss how the main scheduler initially processes a task, and marks it ready for execution, and then execute task with display of notification, and registration of log. And after execution of task is done successfully, mark it as completed, or as execution error. The main scheduler gets executed at regular interval, as per the value of the parameter setting. It will process only all those scheduled tasks that are marked enabled. Each scheduled task is processed one after the other. At first, the application checks the interval and last run date time registered against the scheduled task, and the present system date time. If elapsed time is greater or equal to scheduled task interval, then it is marked as pending. Next, other scheduler conditions are checked: date range, time range, days of week, dates of month, if they are specified. If all the specified conditions are satisfied, then the task is marked as ready for execution. I have explained in steps how each scheduled task is processed, based on defined interval and other conditions, by which a task status initially becomes pending, and then changes to ready for execution. So in short, the main scheduler checks interval setting, process scheduled task, checks scheduled task interval, calculates elapsed time, marks task as pending, and finally checks other conditions, and marks task as ready for execution. Before execution of task starts, a pop-up notification is displayed, showing scheduler start time, followed by other notifications on total task at various stages, for example, pending task, task with execution error, task not scheduled, task waiting manual execution, task with execution errors. The frequency at which the notifications will be displayed depends on the value of parameter setting against them, in days, hours, minutes. Scheduled tasks, which are marked as ready for execution, will get executed one after the other. When a scheduled task is executed, the execution date time is registered against it. This date time is important, as it is used to execute the scheduled task next time, depending on the interval defined against it, and time elapsed. Display of pop-up notification, and registration of log, is performed when the task begins, when the task ends, and during task execution, and error if any. The display of pop-up notification and registration of log depends on the values of parameter setting defined against the scheduled task. If the task executes successfully, it is marked as completed, else it is marked as execution error. After execution of all task is done, a pop-up notification is displayed, showing total task executed, total task error, and total time taken. I have explained in steps how each scheduled task, marked as ready for execution, is executed, with display of pop-up notification and registration of log. At the end of execution, a task is marked as completed, or as execution error. So in short, the main scheduler displays notification of task status, execute task, register system datetime, displays task notifications, registers task log, marks the task as completed, or as execution error, displays notification of task execution summary. Now, what happens if a task fails to execute successfully? Once a scheduled task fails to get executed successfully, it will again get executed, as per the interval value set for the main scheduler. For example, if the main scheduler interval is set to 3 hours, then when a scheduled task fails to get executed successfully, it will get executed after 3 hours. A scheduled task with execution error will remain pending, and will not be marked as completed. But it will get executed again, only if other specified conditions get satisfied, for example date range, time range, days of week, days of month. The main scheduler interval is very important, and logically should be higher than a schedule having the lowest interval. For example, if 3 schedules are created with interval 1 hour, 2 hours and 3 hours respectively, then the main scheduler interval should be set to 1 hour and not more than that. Increasing the main scheduler interval will affect all schedules whose values are less than the value set for the main scheduler. I have already explained how Afbackup executes all tasks automatically, and the role of the main scheduler. And finally I will cover the entire process, in brief. Considering the main scheduler is set to 3 hours, it will process all tasks when the interval time is reached. At first, scheduled task interval is checked, and if interval is reached, task is marked as pending. Next, scheduler other conditions are checked, and if specified conditions are satisfied, task is marked as ready for execution. Next, tasks which are marked as ready for execution are executed one after the other, with display of pop-up notification and registration of log. If the task is executed successfully, it is marked as completed, or else it is marked as execution error, and it remains pending. After execution of all tasks, the scheduler will perform the same cycle, after 3 hours. The main scheduler ensures that all tasks are executed automatically, without any manual human interventions. This saves users from the hassle of daily manual backup. Pop-up notification, activity and error log, and dashboard allows the user to keep a complete track of all tasks and know about their present status. The main scheduler runs automatically when the computer starts, that is at Windows startup. It is visible at System Tray as a blue-colored icon. The main scheduler also provides an access to a pop-up functional menu, which may be accessed by right-clicking on the scheduler icon displayed in the System Tray. The options available in the scheduler menu are Show Scheduler Console, Enable/Disable Scheduler, Show Task Status, Restart Scheduler, Force Execute All Task, Compact Database, Close Scheduler, and Exit Menu. A smart file backup solution ensures that files are scattered and stored in different locations. It is unlikely that all storage devices will mechanically fail or get infected by virus simultaneously. Try Afbackup, the smart auto file backup solution. Smart choice for wise people.